I got the Duo 1 in February of 2022, and at first I used it just as my emulation device, playing X-Men and X-Men. That sprite, man, what were they thinking? It was my sexual. Anyways, so I use it as my emulation device, and after a short while, I began to use it more as a regular phone. But it was always my secondary device because of its touch response. After implementing the system UI hack, which you can find in another video on my channel, which I was featured in Windows Central. Now Windows Central has a post with my face on it, which is surreal to think about, but that's what's happening. So I didn't actually get what the Duo 1 was doing at the time. I feel like the Duo 1, because of its touch response issue, I didn't actually use it that much while I had it, even though I loved it, and even though I could tell you without a doubt that it was my favorite phone of all time, I didn't actually use it, if that makes sense. And it shames me to think about it because I love this phone just for what it allowed me to do with two screens. Despite its problems with the touch response, I loved it so much that I went out and got the Duo 2 immediately afterwards, but I didn't realize I didn't actually get to know the Duo 1. So in late 2022, in August, I decided to rebuy the Duo 1 because mostly I didn't like using my Duo 2 as an emulation device, because of it didn't close shut all the way, so it wouldn't actually hold still, and then it had the camera bump, so you couldn't actually put the USB where you wanted it to be, because there was always a way where the camera bump was always in the way. Anyways, I got the Duo 1 back, and using the system UI hack on it is absolutely changed how I feel about the device. I can't recommend the Duo 2 to anybody just getting into the Duo line. If you want a Duo device, you can save $700 by just getting the Duo 1, the first gen Duo. You implement a hack, and the phone absolutely flies. And because it doesn't have a 90 hertz refresh rate and it doesn't have 5G, battery life actually excels on this thing. I get 6 hours of battery life on the Duo 1. That's more than its stock. Like, there's something clearly wrong with the launcher and the system UI. It's almost as if Android's battery optimization is fighting Microsoft's. Because on the Duo 1, I am getting 6 hours of screen on time, great standby. If you close the device uses about 1 or 2% per hour of battery. Like, I could get busy at work, close it, and then when I open it back up, it's still at 50%. It's unbelievable. Same with the Duo 2, but when you're using the Duo 2 because you can't turn off the 90 hertz refresh rate, you're using a lot more battery just by using the device. And also if you turn off 5G, you do gain a little bit more battery life back. But I, and we are also talking about a bunch of usability improvements from the Duo 2. Like, the camera bump is gone, so now the phone can be put in your pocket and in phone mode. You could do that with a Duo 2 as well, but the Duo 2 has this flex. And while I'm sure Microsoft has tested it and they've ensured that it's not going to break, they probably only thought about people who work in offices. I work at a warehouse where I'm constantly bending and jumping over things, and my pants are pretty loose, but sometimes they do get tight. Like, if I have to stretch my legs out pretty far, and then next thing you know, there's a lot of pressure on my phone. And on the Duo 1, when you put it in your pocket completely flat, it doesn't feel like it's going to do any damage. It might scratch the screen, but it's not going to do any damage to the phone. On the Duo 2, it feels like the screens might snap. All those usability features are very personal, right? So, like, for me, I prefer using the Duo 1, and when I go out, I always pick the Duo 1 over the Duo 2. When we talk about performance, other than the screens, it's almost a wash between the two devices. Some apps open faster on the Duo 1, some apps open faster on the Duo 2. The Duo 2 does have faster computational power. That means that if you take the same video file and you export it on the Duo 1 and the Duo 2, Duo 1 is about 2 to 3 seconds behind the Duo 1, but it's negligible. Like, you won't notice the difference in day to day. The only thing you will notice is the screen. But is that worth $700 to you? So, you make that decision, but I'm telling you right now, I think 89% of the people out there will think that $700 is not worth it here. So yeah, it's great. It's great. I love the Duo too. But if you don't have a Duo, you should get the Duo One. $400. Like, I don't understand why you would get anything else. If you use a system UI hack, you won't be disappointed. And also, it's cheap enough to where if you want to, or you don't know if you want to jump in all the way, you can get another phone on top of that. You can get an iPhone or a used Pixel 6 Pro, and you'd still be able to have that safety net in case a Duo doesn't work out for you. The big deal, also $700. What is that, like a expensive sushi meal? I don't know. I've only had sushi once. I think it's about $700 if you think about it.